They were 9 and 10 years old. They waved goodbye at a bus stop near their home, and then they simply ceased to exist. Faloma and Maleina Luhk vanished from the island of Saipan on a Wednesday morning in May 2011. The search that followed was one of the largest in the island's history. Hundreds of volunteers combed jungle trails, coastlines, and roads. The FBI joined local police. Rewards were offered, appeals were broadcast. Nothing. No trace, no evidence, no answers. Just two little girls, gone from the world between one moment and the next. Saipan is a small island in the western Pacific, part of the Northern Mariana Islands, a U.S. territory in the middle of the ocean. It's the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, where a child going missing is not background noise. It's a wound the whole community feels. And 15 years later, that wound has never healed. Faloma was 10. She was wearing a light green shirt with a butterfly design and blue jeans. Maleina was 9, in a white blouse. They were last seen together at a bus stop near their home in a neighborhood called Esteo, just going about a normal morning, waiting for a bus. No one saw what happened next. The investigation stretched across weeks. Authorities followed every lead they could find. But in a community connected to the wider ocean, where boats come and go, where islands neighbor islands, the possibilities were vast and the evidence was thin. After a month, the official search was called off. The girls were never declared dead. Their file remained open. A reward of up to $25,000 still stands today for anyone with information. And then, just weeks ago, 15 years after the disappearance, a video began circulating online. It showed a woman. She was behaving erratically during a filmed encounter. At one point, she said, clearly on camera, "I've been missing." And she claimed to be one of the Luhk sisters. Faloma, found, alive after all these years. The video spread across the Pacific Islands within hours. People who had grown up knowing this case, who had searched as children alongside their parents, who had carried the grief for a decade and a half, they shared it everywhere. Hope is a powerful force. The idea that one of those little girls had survived, it was almost too much to bear. But it wasn't real. Law enforcement identified the woman as Mia Skylar Ayers, a 25-year-old from North Carolina with a criminal record who had nothing to do with the Luhk case. She'd claimed the identity of a missing child she'd read about online. The FBI reviewed the video. No connection was found. The delegate to Congress forwarded it to federal investigators. The governor urged caution. And slowly, the island community absorbed yet another blow. The false hope, the brief reopening of a grief that had never fully closed. And then the silence again. Faloma would be 25 now. Maleina would be 24. They would have grown up, finished school, maybe had families of their own. But no one knows where they are. No one knows if they are still alive. And the reward stands, uncollected, unanswered, waiting. Some mysteries are solved, some are not. The Luhk sisters are the kind of disappearance that refuses to be filed away, because behind every cold case number, there are 2 children who were real, who had names, who wore a green shirt with a butterfly on it, and who simply vanished somewhere between home and everywhere else. If you have any information about Faloma and Maleina Luhk, contact the FBI Saipan office. The case is still open. The family is still waiting.